Are you nervous and excited about buying a new home and you don't know where to start? So here are some tips to help you ease your fears and get you started going in the right direction. All right, well, you've probably heard this before. The first thing you really want to do is start with a realtor. Now, you may be been looking on the internet, looking at Realtor.com and Zillow and those other sites to see what's out there, but you don't really know what you can buy, right? You don't know what you qualify for. You may say, well, I have a certain payment that I can make, but until you talk with the lender, that's not going to happen. And that's why really starting with a reputable real estate agent company like the Sells Real Estate Company is good, because we can guide you in the right direction. So next thing is your finances, right? You have to have finances in order to be able to know what you afford, just like I said before. And they can then, if you don't know what your credit score is, and it may not be what you think it is, it may be much better than you think, that lender is going to be able to tell you what your credit score is and what you can afford. Now, typically you can go online to apply for those loans, and it doesn't obligate you to go with that lender or obligate you to buy a house. I want you to know that's important. These are just things that we're discovering about wanting to buy a home, and I don't want you to get all wrapped up and afraid that once you apply for a loan that you've got to do it and you're done, because you still may not be quite ready for that. So secondly, how much have you saved? It's important for you to save money to buy a home. I know a lot of people want things to happen quickly, and when it comes to buying a home, remember, this is probably the biggest investment you're ever going to make in your life, and so you are going to need to have some money saved. First of all, you're going to need to have at least, on the average, of about $4,500 to $6,500 saved for closing costs. Closing costs are the cost of buying the home, so that's not your down payment. That is simply the cost of the loan, your prepaids, which are your insurance, the title work, these types of things, okay? Then you're going to have your down payment, which is it's going to be 3.5% if you go FHA, or 3 to 5% on a conventional loan. So that is money that you have to save. Now, once that lender has pre-approved you, or given you the go-ahead, or at least told you what you can qualify for, then you can get an idea of what your purchase price may be. If it's $300,000, then you know that you're going to have to save at least 5%, or a little less, 3%, to get that down payment money. Other considerations that you need to have will be, what are you in a lease right now? Are you renting? So you will have to either get out of the lease by paying something to the leasing company, or maybe you're in a short-term lease and there's only 3 months left to that, and that's a really good time, because it gives you time to get prepared, it gives you time to think about it. If the money's not there, you may have to stay a little bit longer to keep saving money, but you want to make sure that you've got that in order, because you can't go anywhere if you're in a lease. The next thing is, make sure you've got a good income stream. So you've saved your money for your down payment and your closing costs, but you need to have a little extra left over for contingencies, like the house may need renovation when you buy it. You may want new furniture, and you don't want to buy that prior to buying your house, because that could affect your credit score and totally squash the whole deal. But the biggest thing is to remember is, do not get discouraged, because if you're buying your first home, it's going to be exciting, and I know it's going to be scary, but again, having the right person behind you, a realtor that knows what they're doing, to help you, guide you through the process. But these things kind of give you an idea of step by step. So it's financing, it's making sure you've got the lender, it's knowing what your credit score is, it's knowing what you can afford to buy. It's then making sure that you have money saved, and then being patient, because you're going to find the right place once you put that in your mind that that's where you want to be. So all those things are important for you to know, to help you take away the fear of buying a home. I mean, it's one of the most fabulous things that you can do. It gives you self-confidence and makes you feel good about accomplishing something really great. So if you have other questions, you can always reach out to us. Thanks for stopping by today, and have a great day.